What are you killing me for, bro? Like, bro, come on.
Bro, you're alive, bro. What are you talking about?
Own
Bro,
3D
what are you trying to
Chatbo
kill me
has
for, bro?
joined the
Like, come
chat
on.
robot.
I just woke
What,
up.
bro?
I literally just woke up, bro. Like, god damn. What's wrong? Are
You
you
still talking,
bored?
bro?
Are you bored? Like, bro, this nigga is bored.
My first day on here, bro.
Like, are you bored? This nigga killing just random people for no reason.
Such a dickhead.
But Rust, what's that? Murder was word. I fucking doing this. I just figure out how to fucking get wood. This nigga just killed me for no reason. I literally just figure out this shit. Like trees. Like that. Look, yeah. So we going back together. I hope you bring it back then. I know. Listen, I'm saying when you go over there, I'm over there. I hope you bring it back. No, I'm saying when yes, that's what I'm saying. That's just that last load. You left it in dry, right? That's going. So you're about to take one and put it in the dry right now, right? That's the last one. Taking it with you? Yo, bro. You think I could borrow some shit to craft? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't gotta be like that, bro. Why you, bro? You don't have to kill. Oh my. Maybe I needed that. Uh, there's some under trees. There's something that has a forest. We can't afford to fight like that right now. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Don't kill me, please, bro. Come on. Yo, you think I could borrow some crafting tools, bro? Like something like to cut down some trees? Oh my god, this shit is weird. I don't even have nothing. Oh my god, bro, niggas is flaking me, bro. Yeah, Shorty got a rock. I definitely need that. What is that shit? Whoa, a rock. Yeah, so we left. Can't do shit on here. Alright, can I find loot? Like, what's up with this? I guess I can use all that. But well, we need tree though, man. We need to get more like that way. Yo, bro. I can really hit all these places. Dude. I wonder if I got those or might as well fill this thing out. Cause bro, you need a beginner guy for him to eat. But
Walking Dead survivors play now. So today I'm going to share these with you. If you'd like to see my first attempt at a visual cross server, click this video in the description. The first decision is what server you're actually going to play on. And if you look through the server tabs, you'll see that there are over types of servers, all regions. So for me, I always look to play in Oceania, Australia, and obviously I do recommend that you play on a server where you think is ridiculously high, otherwise you're not going to have a lot of time. Now one of the biggest things for new players to look at is the player count on the server. If the player count is extremely high, you're going to struggle to keep anybody on there and really get to learn much about the game, because you find yourself constantly running into other players, all of the loot, money, and stuff like that is also contested, and you're really not going to get a feel of how the game plays. So I recommend a server with good people. However, I wouldn't go for something too small, because if you go to like the community servers, you see some servers here have 2 people, 9 people, and you can play a lot of Rust by doing this, but Rust does involve a hell of a lot of combat, and you really need to get used to doing things to start training that early on. Fights and getting used to it. Well, losing loot, unfortunately, that is part of the game. And if you actually PvP, you're not going to get any better. You'll also see that the server says if you're there on 5 weeks, so 2 weeks every month, or 1 week. So you can choose to try and PvP, or not. And if you click on the server, so this one here, this one, it'll tell you information about when it last reset. So you can see that's gold, and what's next, and stuff. Again, this is how you start this, so just press the button, wake up, and now you can see the bar, see here. Well guys, welcome to Rust. That is experience. Naked on the beach, someone kills you with an MP5 straight away. I could not have asked for a better start. Okay, so the first thing is to spawn in on the beach, and you have to decide what you're going to do first. Well, hold down G, open up the map, and build this little yellow icon here. If you're ever looking around the map, you can get back to yourself. On the bottom right, just click this here, and it takes you back to the center area itself. Now, each map you play in Rust is going to be different and the same, so everything is a location, but it is also things, such as monuments, and they all have names. So we have like the satellite dish here, here, there's a train yard, and so on. Now you'll get to learn these over time, but what we want to do is right click the map so we can marker, again, this is clear. So when you do this, it will actually add to the screen. So this will give us a heading. So we want to pick a location for our base. Now other things you see on the map, like this right here, so this is roads, you also see train lines, living train lines right here, and the train lines also have these bits of the junction, sort of like the train park here, it's just a map sort of thing in different directions. Now, we're often kind of near monuments, near roads, and train lines, but so does everything else, including, of course, the big groups and clans that you encounter. And one thing that's solo, then avoiding big groups of fans is going to be very important. So on this server, I would put a thing about here, I think, just to go and check out this area. And the reason for that is we've got roads and rail lines. We've also got the gas station. And really, I want to go as close to the movie as I can. But I need to go to the area, see how busy it is, and kind of check it out. But at least I have some betting. Everybody can find things like this, these heavy flags right here. Now you want to get 3 of those as quickly as you can. But also there'll be other concept. If you're playing this solo, then avoiding big groups of avoiding fans could be very important. So on this server, I would put a thing about here, I think, just to go and check out this area. And the reason for that is we've got roads and rail lines nearby. We've also got the gas station. And really, I want to live as close to the movie as I can. But I need to go to the area to see how busy it is and kind of check it out. But at least now I have one betting. Now, everybody can find things like this, these heavy flags right here. And you want to get 3 of those as quickly as you can. But also, there'll be other things you can pick up. So, wood right here. And if you see wood, you see stone or sulfur, anything that basically you can pick up, make sure that you do. So, we go with some stone right here, some sulfur, and basically we're just getting some resources together. All right there. Okay, so and once you've got that, you can press tab with the quick craft menu down here. You can select the sleeping bag. It's now being added to the craft menu right there. Select it again to just cancel it if you wish. The getting sleeping bags is awesome. You see, if you play a Rust server right at the beginning of Small Beach, you need to try and get off that Small Beach as quickly as you can. Incidentally, you see what looks is awesome. Here, you want to get 3 of those. But also there'll be other ones you can pick up. So wood right here. And if you see wood, you see stone or sulfur, anything basically that you can pick up, make sure that you do. So here we go, stone right here, some sulfur, and basically we're just getting some resources together. You can see that right there. Okay, so now I've got some number of at least 3 heavy plants, and once I've got that, if you press tab, we've got the quick craft menu down here, so just left click the sleeping bag, it's now been added to right there. You can left click again to just cancel it if you wish. But getting sleeping bags is awesome. You see, if you play a Rust server right Small Beach, you need to try and get off that Small Beach as quickly as you can. If you see this, you may as well just move away, grab out. So if you see little car like this, go ahead and grab the strap. I would say don't worry about the car parts like this now, but that's more of a personal preference. Also, if you see food, make sure you pick that up and go ahead and eat it. The 6 in the hot bar, 6, I will automatically eat it. It's in your inventory somewhere, you can also left that just give us a bit of extra HP as always. We're also coming up to an area here. So look at this toolbox packs and there. Yeah, these things here is salvage cleaver. Not bad for a starting bit of loot. Now, if you do find a cleaver or you make an axe or something like that, smash with the barrel. However, that is quite loud, so you just need to balance that with how many people are around. Because obviously, if you draw attention to the fly, they will come kill you. Down the road here, you can see there is a weapon. Most of the time, you won't. You want to make sure that you avoid those. They are very volatile. Attack you and kill you. Now, if you do have a weapon, like a cleaver, what I would do here is I'm going to make up some bandages. My middle mouse will make up to 5 of the bandages. Sorry, because I'm telling you that. However, taking out a pig is actually something you want to do out of pig as soon as you're doing it. This pig is actually already damaged, so I was able to do it quick. You do need to make sure you have something that you can carve on as well. So cleaver, great. We had a knife or swim better. Now, if I was on a server where there were like I would not be wasting my time. It's big. I'd just want to small pieces as possible. So you also are making a bit of a gamble, a bit of a decision based on the server population and how many players you've seen or heard in the area. If I've heard a lot of gunshots nearby, then I'll probably be trying to get out there quickly. And this is something that you will learn over time. And this is also where the sleeping bag comes into play. Right now, if we go to center on ourselves, we're here, we're here, so we've come a fair way. And if I place down a sleeping bag, move somewhere, okay, so here's great. Well, that means that when I die, I don't respawn right back at the Small Beach. I can respawn distance cover in order to get to my ping. And that really is going to be your main goal. To get to the ping where you're going to. And of course, you get stuff. Okay, so this is in the bottom here. So now each map you play in Rust is going to be different, and the same. So everything's in a different location, but it is all the same types of things, such as the monuments. They all have names. So we have like the satellite dish right here, the airfield over here, there's a train yard, and so on. Now you get some of these over time, but what we want to do is right-click the map to add a target, right-click again to clear. But when you do that, it will actually add to the top of your screen. So this will give us a heading, and so we want to pick a location that we think would be good for our base. Now, other things you'll see on the map are things like this right here. So this is a road, this sort of thick grey line, and you also see train lines, which are these thinner grey lines right here. And the train lines will also have these bits of functions, sort of like train parking areas. It's just the track sort of splitting into different directions. Now, you want to be kind of near monuments, you want to be near roads, you want to be near train lines, but so does everything else, including, of course, the big groups and the clans you're going to encounter. And if you're playing as a solo, then avoiding big groups and avoiding clans is going to be very important. So on this server, I would put it about here, I think, just to go and check out the area. And the reason for that is we've got roads and rail lines that are nearby. We've also got the gas station and the water treatment plant. And really, I want to live as close to the blue beam as I can. But I need to go to the area, see how busy it is, and kind of check it out. But at least now I have a rough heading. Now, as you're running, you'll find things like this, these temp plants right here. Now, you want to get 3 of those as quickly as you can. But also, there'll be other things you can pick up. So, wood right here. And if you see wood, if you see stone, sulfur, anything basically that you can pick up, make sure that you do. So, here we go. Here's some stone right here. Here's some sulfur. And basically, we're just getting some resources together, even some metal ore right there. Okay, do right here. Now, you want to get 3 of those as quickly as you can. But ultimately it is, and kind of check it out. But at least now I have a rough heading. Now, as you're running, you'll find things like this, these temp plants right here. Now, you want to get 3 of those as quickly it is, and kind of check it out. But at least now I have a rough heading. Now, as you're running, you'll find things like this, these hemp plants right here. Now, you want to get 3 of those as quickly as you can. But also there'll be other things you can pick up. So wood right here. And if you see wood, if you see stone, sulfur, anything basically that you can pick up, make sure that you do. So here we go. Here's some stone right here. Here's some sulfur. And basically we're just getting some resources together, even some metal ore right there. Okay, so I've now got to the point where I've got these 3 hemp plants, and once you've got that, if you press tab, you get the quick craft menu down here, you just left click the sleeping bag, and that has now been added to my crafting queue right there. You can left click again to just cancel it if you wish. But getting sleeping bags is important. You see, if you play a Rust server right from the beginning when everyone is on the spawn beach, you need to try and get off that spawn beach as quickly as you can. Incidentally, if you do see little boxes like this, you may as well loot them on your way, grab those things out. And also, if you see little parts like this, go ahead and grab the scrap. I would say don't worry about the car parts like this for now. That's more of a personal preference, I think, than anything. Also, if you see food, make sure you pick that up and you can go ahead and eat it. So it's gone to number 6 in my hotbar. If I press 6, I will automatically eat it. If it's in your inventory somewhere, you can also just left click and click eat as well. That just gives us a bit of extra HP. Okay, we're also coming up to here. We can loot the map. Sometimes there's some stuff in there. Yeah, we did. One of these things here. It's Cleaver. Not bad. Starting a bit of loot. If you find the Cleaver or you make an axe or something like that, you can smash it with barrels like this. However, one is obviously if you draw attention to the they will come and kill you. Just down the road here, you can see there's a pig, and if you don't have a weapon, which most of the time the game won't, you want to make sure that you avoid those. They are very volatile. They will attack you and kill you. Now, if you do have a weapon, like I've got this Cleaver, what I would do here is I'm going to make up some bandages. If I middle mouse button, it'll make up to 5 bandages and have the resources in my inventory, because I'm expecting that I am going to bleed in this fight. However, taking out a pig is actually something you want to do out of the game. So I'm going to be doing it. Right, now this pig was actually already damaged, so I was able to take it out real quick. You need to make sure you have something to carve on as well. So we've got this Cleaver, which is great. We had a knife that's better. Now, if I was on a server where I was playing, I would not be wasting my time trying to get these pigs. I'd be trying to get off the small beach as fast as possible. So you always are making a bit of a gamble, a bit of a decision based on the server population and how many players you see or heard in the area. What gunshots nearby that are broken quickly. This is something we can learn over time. And this is also where sleeping bag play. So you see right now, if we go to center of the service, we're here, this one here. So we've come this way, and if I place down a sleeping bag, so we can do somewhere, okay, so just breaks it's a bit hidden because it's left as well. That means that when I die, I don't have to spawn beach, I can respawn that sleeping bag, and I'll have less to cover in order to get something. And that really is going to be the main goal early on. Your pig will go to the base. And of course, you can keep doing this, so as you get more hemp, keep crafting up more sleeping bags away, and placing them down to make more progress. Now, as we get more and more block, maybe some damages, another thing that's good to do is to have the advantage of hot bomb, just left click it, as just along. It won't slow you down at all. You can see here, if I use just one HP goes 49 to 54, so you get 5 most of the time. Use one. Now, this is important because if someone were to shoot you with a bow, then they can kill you with a shot. But if you get HP right up to like 100 candles close to it, then that first shot might damage you and might kill you. And at that stage, you might just be able to run away from them in time and not die, which is going to be a big bonus. All you're using to do this is a bit of cloth. You should be able to find plenty of actual running around. One thing I've really learned from the player is that having 100 HP is crucial. You want to be 100 HP whatever you possibly can be. Okay, we've got another pick up here. I'm going to go for the kill and show you the difference because this should not be damaged. Hopefully, we run up to him, go for hit. Take us 2 hits with that speed. Now, again, we want to make up some damage. Go ahead and do that. Damages will stop this. Okay, so go ahead. Bleeding. You're bleeding. You're going to lose some health. Okay, so this is a patrol helicopter. You'll see a helicopter like that. Press G to go somewhere ourselves. Here we go. We can see it on the map. We hover over it. It tells us that's what it is. Now, if you see that, you want to make sure you have no ranged weapons like guns, bows, and stuff like that. Not far. Also, if you're not wearing armor, because if you are, that thing will shoot at you, and it is pretty accurate. It will probably kill you, especially early on in the game. There is another type of helicopter in the game, the transport helicopter. Those ones are pretty inaccurate, and so don't worry too much about them. You can probably dodge them and survive. They don't shoot you all the time. They're a monument on how to operate. That's a little bit more advanced from the guide, but it's just important to know that helicopters. And again, if you press G and hover over, it will tell you what type of helicopter it is when you're doing that. Okay, so I'm now roughly near where my base be. I placed down bags, spawn right back here. And just by standing here and looking around, I can see there's other bases in the distance here. Clearly, there's a lot of visibility. So if I was to place a base somewhere here, people can see me from very far away, which is not what I want. Another slight issue we have in this area is we are living in the desert, and it does limit your resources a little bit compared to living in the forest or the jungle, though jungle does come with its own challenges for beginners. Another thing about playing Rust is you want the ability to adapt. You need to adapt and change environments as things change. So we run to here, I don't think it's the best location for a base. I would want to live in the desert, particularly for doing a guide like this. You're probably better off living somewhere in the forest. It's much easier to hide your base, get resources and stuff like that. So I've done a looping here at the purple, still near roads, train lines, and also a money from a satellite dish, as well as a military farming outpost that you can get back to this area as well too. Now, if you're looting, you do get enough materials together to grab yourself an axe, or you do that straight away, just double left click, do that. That can be happening whilst we're running on foot. You need to try to be efficient in Rust, so doing your crafting while you're running, being prepared in advance, is always a good idea. Okay, so there is a nice forest up here where we can probably live. However, there is also a wolf over there. So we definitely want to be careful of that guy. Wolves will often be attacked as well in the game. And yep, there's another one right up there. We'll try to take down even one wolf right now. Because when you're into a new world, you certainly try to do that second, but yeah, you'll go. So you can hold down Alt to move around. So we're looking at the wolves are over that way. We're staying very far away from them. They are not chasing us. There are ways to deal with wolves, such as shouting them and stuff like that. There's some great tutorials on YouTube that I recommend watching. Just some short videos and stuff, so you know what to do if you have to encounter them. But if you can avoid them, it's definitely going to be the best early on. Now we get into a dense base inside here. It's solo. Live in a small, secure base and hopefully starve, as you can see right there. Don't worry too much about starving, especially early on. It's not an issue. Obviously, if you find food, if you have something to eat, then as well. We've also got some berries here. These can use too, a bit of food. And also, if you're using things like teas. Teas is a little bit more advanced, but something that can be used for later in the game. Now, what I'm going to do now is make up one of these. It's a small stash. It just requires a little bit of cloth to make. And the reason we're going to do that is because by placing down a stash, you can actually find some loot then. And if we get killed, then at least we don't lose everything. So what I'm going to do is place down a sleeping bag somewhere nearby, so again we can respawn really close if we die, and then place a stash somewhere where I'm going to remember where it is. So let's see, this rock tree, for example. Now we can manage to remove rock by accident, but it's near this tree. But now if we open up the stash, you can put in any of the best stuff that you want to keep on hold of, and die, you won't lose it all. When you're done, just hold down E, click here like this, and it will find the stash for you. Then when you're ready to retrieve those items, just go to the area, look down on the ground for a few seconds, the stash will reappear, allowing you to access everything that is inside. So with my axe made, I'm going to clear a bit of an area in here, go down in a little bowl, loads of coverage, probably make it pretty good resource in this area. Trees do try to they don't hit you all the time, only if they're near a monument and about to drop a crate. That's a little bit more advanced for a beginner guide, but it's just important to know the droppers. And again, if you press G and hover over, it'll show you what's up and what you're doing. Okay, so I'm roughly near where I basically placed down the bags, right back here. Just by standing here and looking around, I can see there's like bases in the distance here. Clearly, there's a lot of visibility. So if I was to place a base somewhere here, people are going to see me from very far away, which is what I want. Another slight issue I have with this area as well, the desert. It does limit your resources a little bit compared to living in the forest or the jungle. The jungle does come with its own challenges for beginners. Another thing about playing Rust is you have the ability to adapt. You need to adapt and change your plans as things change. So we've run to here. I don't think it's the best location for a base, as I don't want to live in the desert, particularly for doing a guide like this. I think that if you're a beginner player, you're probably better off living somewhere in the forest. It's much easier to hide your base, get resources and stuff like that. So I've done a looping here. I'm still near roads, train lines, and also a monument of satellite dish, as well as not being too far from an outpost and need to get back to this general area. Now, if from your looting you do get enough materials together to craft yourself a harp and an axe, I recommend you do that straight away, because you double up with crafting and that whilst we're running on foot. You need to try to be efficient in Rust, so doing your crafting while you're running, being prepared in advance is always a good idea. Okay, so there is a nice forest up here where we probably live, however, there is also so we definitely want to be careful of that guy. Wolves will often be well in the game. Yep, there's a wolf right there. We try to take down even one wolf right now will probably kill us when we're just into the world. You can certainly try to get several, but yeah, you'll die. So you can hold down Alt to look around. So I'm just looking over there. The wolves are over that way, so we want to make sure we're staying very far away from them. They are not chasing us. There are ways to deal with wolves, such as shouting them and stuff like that. Some great tutorials on YouTube that I recommend watch. Just and stuff, so you know what to do. You have to encounter them, but you can avoid them. It's definitely the best early on. Now we get to a dense forest here, so there's going to be lots of resources, so it's much easier to find a base inside here as a solo. I live in a small, secure base that hopefully no one can see in the first place. Luckily, we also found some mushrooms that we're starting to starve, as you can see right there. Don't worry too much about starving, especially early on. It's not really too much of an issue. But obviously, if you do find food, and you the opportunity to eat, then you may as well. Also got some berries here. These are good too, bit of food. Also, things like teas. Teas is a little bit more advanced. Something that can be used later in the game. Now, what we're going to do now is make up what we call a small stash. It just requires a little bit of block to make. And the reason we're going to do that is because by placing down a stash, we can find some loot then. And if we get killed, then at least we don't lose everything. So what I'm going to do is place down a sleeping skills by placing down a stash, we can find some loot then. And if we get killed, then at least we don't lose everything. So what I'm going to do is place down a sleeping bag somewhere nearby. So again, we'll spawn really close if we die. And then place a stash somewhere where I'm going to remember where it is. So this rock tree, for example. And now we can, and I just removed rock by accident, but it's near this tree. But now if we open up a stash, you can put in any of the best stuff that you want to keep a hold of. And then if you die, you won't lose it all. When you're done, just hold down E, like this, and it will find the stash for you. Then when you're ready to retrieve those items, just go to the area, look down on the ground for a few seconds, the stash will reappear, allowing you to access everything that is inside. So with my axe made, I'm going to clear a bit of an area in here. We're down in a little bit of a bowl. We've got loads of tree coverage. Probably make a pretty good, pretty hidden base just around this area. When you're chopping trees, do try to aim for the X, as you need to chop the tree down a bit faster, get a little bit more wood. Now as you start to collect wood, you want to craft a few things up. So we definitely want a couple of logs. Let's start with just one though. The other thing we're going to want researching here is going to be the wooden double door, which needs another 350 wood. If you're really struggling, you can also make this one. It's 50 wood less. But for the extra 50 wood, the double door is going to be much better. I'll explain why in a moment. Now, if you really need to get yourself some quick cover, another good option is if we go to crafting and we type in shack, you can make the original shack right here. And this one costs you 600 wood. So let's go and make this up, and I'm just really making it to show you guys what it is. The service usually just like this quiet in this area, so I'd probably, if I was playing, just go ahead and make up my base. But for the sake of this guide, I'm going to show you what the shack is like at least. Okay, so here is our shack. Find an area that's blue, then we'll just hold down left click, and that will place down. We go inside here, shut the door, which is locked behind us, which means that other players can't just break in. They'd have to actually demolish their way through the door. Inside here, you can put down a sleeping bag as well, some boxes and stuff down, some storage. So it can be a good little protected area early on if you just want to get some things down and protect them a little bit while you're building your main base. And in order to build anything, you are going to need a building plan. So let's go ahead and look at that one. That way, making that behind us, which is my base. But for the sake of this guide, I want to cut the lock. In a few seconds, the stats will reappear, allowing you to access everything that is inside. So, it's made. I'm going to clear a bit of an area in here. We're down in a little bit of a bowl. We've got loads of tree coverage. Probably make a pretty good, pretty hidden base just in this area. When you chop the trees, do try to aim for the X. Faster, get a little bit more wood. Now, as you start to collect wood, you want to craft a few things up. So we definitely want a couple of locks. So start with one though. The other thing we're going to want in this section here is going to be the wooden double door, which needs to be wood. If you're really struggling, you can also make this one. It's 50 wood less. But the extra 50 wood, the double door is going to be much better. I'll explain why in a moment. Now, if you really need to get yourself some quick cover, another good option is if we go to crafting and we type in shack. You can make the original shack right here, and this one costs you 600 wood. So let's go and make this up, and I'm just really making it to show you guys what it is. The server seems like it's quiet in this area, so I'd probably, if I was playing, just go ahead and make up my base. And for the sake of this guide, I might just show you what the shack is like at least. Okay, so here is our shack. If we find an area that's blue, then we just hold down left click, and that will place down. We can go inside here, shut the door, which is locked behind us, which means that other players can't just break in. They'd have to actually demolish their way through the door. Then we just hold down left click, base, shack right here, and this one costs you 6 door, which needs to down a bit faster to get a little bit more wood. Now, as you start to collect wood, you want to craft things up, so we definitely want a couple of locks. Let's start with just one though. The other thing we're going to want in this section here is going to be the wooden door, which needs another 300 wood. If you're really struggling, you can also make this one. It's 50 wood less, but the extra 50 wood, the double door is going to be much better. I'll explain why. Now, if you really need to get yourself some another good option is good. Shack. You can make the original shack right here, and this one costs you 600 wood. So let's go and make this up. I'm just really making it to show you guys what it is. The server seems like it's quiet in this area, so I'd probably, if I was just go ahead and make my base. But for the sake of this guide, I'm going to show you what the shack is like. Okay, so here is our shack. If you find an area that's blue, then we just hold down left click, and that will place down. We can go inside here, shut the door, which is locked behind us, which means that other players can't just break in. They'd have to actually demolish their way through the door. Inside here, you can put down a sleeping bag as well, some boxes and stuff down, some storage. So it can be a good little protective area behind us with my base. But for the sake of this guide, I'm going to show you what the shack is like. In this case, here's our shack. If you find an area that's blue, then just hold down left click, and it will place down. Go inside here, shut the door, which is locked behind us, which means that other players can't just break in. They'd have to actually demolish their way through the door. Inside here, you can put down a sleeping bag as well, some boxes and stuff down, some storage. So it can be a good little protective area early on if you just want to get some things down and protect them a little bit while you're building your base. And in order to build anything, you are going to need a building plan. So let's go ahead and left click that one. That way you can be making that up whilst we collect resources or get into the area where we are making our base in a second. Now, if you see wood piles like this, these are really good. They're going to give you quite a lot of wood. But also, they don't make as much noise or obviousness. You guys are saying as the trees when you chop them down. Everyone in the area is going to see when you chop down the trees. Balls, noise. Those are much quieter. So if you see those, they're a really good way to get some wood, especially. Okay, so this area here seems good. Got some tree coverage. It's reasonably flat. I'm going to go ahead and make my base up here. I recommend you find a good base design on YouTube and follow it, especially when you get into the game. But at the very least, here's what I recommend when starting. Place down 2 foundations like this and a triangle foundation just like this. Then we'll place 2 double doors here. One wall right there. And just here, I'm going to wall off everything else. I'll explain why I'm doing this in a second. So let me get this all down. And then finally, we're going to select some flooring, which also we can use as roofs. So we have 2 straight ones, or square ones, I should say, and a rectangle one just there. Now we're going to get the door of the lock that we made earlier. Place the door down like this. Make sure you rotate so it's facing that way and opens outwards. Go ahead and slap the lock down. And now people can't just open the door and kill us. If we open, it opens up that way, which is much better than opening inwards into our base. Now, as soon as you make this up, you also need to make one of these very quickly. This is a tool cupboard. I'm going to make another lock. You should lock your tool cupboard straight away, so you don't have to do it later, as there will be resources inside it. So at this stage, we're going to place the tool cupboard. Always place it in the corner of your base. Later on, as you're expanding, this is the thing you want to protect most in your base. So you put it in a corner, surround it with as much walls, doors, and everything else in your building in order to prevent the corner right there, and one just here. Then we're going to wall off everything else. I'll explain why I'm doing this in a second. So let me get it's all down. And then finally, we're going to select some flooring, which also we can use now with roofs. So we have two straight ones, or square ones, I should say, and a rectangle one just there. Now we're going to get the door of the lock that we made earlier. Place the door down like this. Make sure you rotate so it's facing that way and it opens outwards. So go ahead and slap the lock down, and now people can just open the door and kill us. So if we open it, opens up that way.
Hey everyone, this is Stu from Rule 6 Gaming, very easy to do, so let's go ahead and jump into the video right now. What here I have to do is collect 30 cloth. So I have 55 in my inventory, so I need 30. Now, a sleeping bag will allow you to spawn at this specific location if you die. Otherwise, you can give this a red. So if I put my big red, I can clear button, then I can name it. So I can shift from other things. I can just put Timid. That's the big is. And if I hold down the third button, I have more options like I can say I can up or I can give it to a friend. So if my friend gets disturbed, I can search for their name under here. And I
This shit getting tragic. Tragic, Chad. They getting a helicopter. Bro, what the? We're good.
What's up everybody, happy Sunday.
need things. Do you have things that I need?
Oh, what do you need?
Uh, is that yours over there? Is that your place right there?
Yeah.
Uh, wait, hop off real quick. I gotta give you this real quick. I gotta do this. Wait, this. I'll trade you this for something. And drop this for you. Hold on. Let me do it. I got a inventory. Uh,
Wait.
that. Oh, yeah, and the bike. Wait, come back. Run. Wait, bro, you damaged me. Hey, I need some help, bro. You damaged me. You ran into me with my bike.
spaghetti, you put me in. You said spaghetti. Okay, you said you're gonna cook it. I never said that. You said it in the message. I have a message. You don't have the message. I do. I'm not cooking. I don't want to. I just couldn't be over. Why do I have to cook every Sunday?